station barns and the farm right along Longwood, over the top of Ferry Pier and over Primorsk. It looks like any AFKs will be dumped in the water, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Reyes now is AFK. Hopefully he'll be back just in time. Alright, let's go ahead and scroll on in this early flight, or the early jumps of the flight path. Got team control in Lipovka. And we also have Fox Power. No, this is Flex right over here with JP. So JP Esports Strap is right there with them. It is Flex. It is Fox Power. I have a hard time with these Fs. These F teams. Alright, looks like Liquid Esports Sam jumped on down towards that school area. Not there. They're going to be over there with the Silver Spurs. And now we've got quite a few of them over here in this far western edge. Look at Primorsk area. We've got VIP headed on down. And they're not too far away from Rest in Peace Department and Exia. So Reyes coming down might end up right in the middle of the teams. Looks like they're going for the same vehicles. Let me go ahead and get this up on the screen, because our first zone is extremely central in that main island map. So there it is. Now, looks like they got all of Primorsk to themselves. The other teams have pulled away. We do have Carnage. Let's see, Carnage paying attention to where the other teams are dropping. We're coming on over here towards that swamp area. They do have Exia coming right up. Look at this, Sakura trying to come on in, and Carnage bringing Sakura right to him, and Sakura, that was a rough play. I like the aggression, Sakura, but slamming into that compound, it should have probably gone around and scouted it. So let's go. Let's find out what Sam is doing over here. Sam is already, oh, look at this. This is a no-no, guys. Here they come. Silver Spurs coming right up and in onto Sam. Let's go. Let's see. It came right up and around Sam trying to get those shots in. Oh, he almost got M. Look at this. M down to about 5 HP. So there it is. Does get taken out. So we don't have to worry so much about slot number 1 anymore. Let's go. So we still have 16 teams in here. But we do have the Extreme Slayers up here by Flex. Uh-oh. Oh. I was like, oh no. So Flex is not too far away from all the Extreme Slayers. The Extreme Slayers taking over this North or South Georgia area instead of the area over here. And look at this. All the way over here, we've got JP and Fox Power still over in this Milta area where the Extreme Slayers normally jump. So they've taken over the hospital. Wayos, let's check in on what Wayos is doing over here. I think he's just keeping his eyes clear on the team. But team control, let's see what they're... Team control, who normally go to South George, where our team control, they're over here in Lipovka. So everybody doing their second drop locations, a little bit different than a normal scrim. And like I said, they're all being very strategic. Maybe they're working on their secondary drops, and I feel like we got a fight going on over here at the California coastline. We do have Axia coming right up and in onto the... Hello everyone, and welcome to the Felis $1,300 Fur and Fortune Finals. This is day 1. Your finals teams, the top sweaties. Are you ready to see them with me? In slot 3, we have Ventru Inc. In slot 4, VIP Mexico. In slot 5, Team Canada. Slot 6, Team Entity. Slot 7, Upgrade. Yeah, I'll work on that. Slot 8, Rich Esports. Slot 9 are the Extreme Slayers. Slot 10. Oh, I've got a double one. Alright, I'll have to check on that. Slot 11, Rival 6. Slot 12, Silent Esports. Slot 13, SM Masters. 14, Team Aces. 15, Velocity Extreme. 16, Team Control. 17, Death of Angel. 18, Fox Power. 19, JP Esports. And slot 20, straight outta Nepal. Let me check on our slots, find out what happened. And in slot 10, 11, oh, they changed them all up on me. 9, 10, let's go. Rival 6 is in 10. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me catch up again and put that there. I'll get you all set up. Silver Spurs in 11. There we go. Alright, let me fix our slots because our slots were a little messy. Alright, guys, let's fix those up and get the right ones going. Get that in here. Let me get that up there. You guys don't need to see that. How is everyone? I hope everyone is doing great. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend. And let me get this in here. Let me get that over here. Save. That should have changed that up. So, Rival 6 and 10, Silver Spurs and 11. I think we're good to go now. Your guess is as good as mine, guys. Your guess is as good as mine. Uh-oh. There it goes. Uh-oh. Always has to be something, guys. Always has to be something. Mohammed, look at you. Hello, Mohammed. Hi. Hello. Alright, so there we go. And it looks like we're headed on in. I've got everything caught up as far as I can tell. Let me see. Do we have the Silver Spurs? Yes, we have the Silver Spurs in 11. Rival 6. There we go. I think I got Mohammed OB. Hello. Alright, match 1. We got the iPad up. Alright, I think everything else seems to be going well. They're telling me we're going to have live updates for the scores between matches. It's going to be so good tonight. What do you see? The map rotations they have in store for us. We're just going to jump with Melgor and in slot 3 because I'm making sure behind the scenes we have everything set up correctly. Shout out to Felis for sponsoring tonight's UC giveaway. All you gotta do is take a screenshot of your like and your comment in the chat. Let's go, boys. We're headed in from the trailer park up in that northwest corner and headed down to the Impala Islands. Going between Crater Fields, El Pozo, over San Martin, Minas Generalis, and Impala. So let's see what happens as we head on through this fairly central flight path. Not too bad. Alright, what else am I missing? I think I got everything set Did that pin show up? I think that is pinned. Is that pinned, guys? Oh, you guys gonna have to. Oh, for. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, let's scroll on down. Hopefully that's pinned. If it's not pinned, it'll let me know and I'll fix that. Alright, let me scroll on in. Let me see. I'm having little bits and pieces of issues. It looks like we've got Fox Power up in El Pozo. We got 2 teams headed down to Monte Nuevo. It looks like we've got Team Aces and Team Control headed to Monte Nuevo. And the Silence headed to Picado with several teams around them. We got Rich Esports with the Silver Spurs. We've got VIP. We've got Velocity Extreme over there. Let's head on over to Monte Nuevo. And our first zone pops and it's very central. We're going all the way from the Oasis down to Chumacera and Las Leon. So there it is. And the Silver Spurs and Rich Esports are in a fight over here. Let's see what's going on really quick. Medion was already able to get one from Rich Esports. I'm not sure who it was from Rich Esports. Alright, so it does look like Medion might have some issues over here, but we also have the Silence not too far away. We'll keep an eye on this for just a moment. And let me check on what I'm being pinged for. Looks like we are good. Yes, we are good. We are good. We are good. Alright. Guys, can you see Anuxify? There you are. Anuxify, is that pinned at the top? Can you check that for me, please? Because it doesn't look like it pinned for me. And I'll have to fix that later. So let's go. Let me see. Anuxify OPOP. Let me scroll on in. We do have a minute to check in on the map screen. Let me know who you're here to support. And it looks like they're all pretty well separated, except around this Picado area, the southern side of Picado. Looks like they're pretty well mixed in. It looks like Rich and Silver Spurs. A lot of 1Vs over here. So let's go ahead and get back into this, find out what's going on. Medion does have Kunjan coming right up and in him. He's got Kunjan in the house. Let's check in on Kunjan. Hello, Jeff OP. OP. So let me see what Kunjan is doing. He knows that they're right on over there. Slay is coming up behind them. So Slay's gonna have a lot of these players that are focused on the Kunjan right there with their backs to him. So let's keep an eye on what Kunjan is doing. I know he's getting a lot of information over to Slay. So let's check in on what Slay is doing. Looks like Slay, there's one of them coming in a buggy, but they all seem to be having issues. Oh, Jazz going down. Oh no, so now Rich Esport is down to just a duo. We've lost Jazz and McGrill. So now let's see what else we can keep an eye on. I do hear shots coming up from Pachinki as well. So Pachinki, it does look like the Silence are getting into this fight as well. You can see Nycroy is picking up. Oh, Slay goes down. So now it's just Kunjan. Kunjan in the longhouse. And he's got Nycroy and Sigma coming right up and in to get into this third party. You can see that the Silver Spurs are across the way. And we already know that Kunjan is the solo. So now Sigma does look like the Silver Spurs watched him come up and in, but it looks like they're just going to go ahead and rotate out of there. The Silver Spurs M. He doesn't miss too many shots. He's been a been a top fragger. Giovanni in the chat. Giovanni, big fan, big fan. Alright, so now let's see what else we can see. Let me put this map screen up here, guys, so you guys get a really good idea of where your teams are. Right now, most of these teams are in the zone. The zone is very central and is very large. It's going from the Oasis all the way down to Chumacera, so there's plenty of room for all of them to really spread out. And look at this, the Silver Spurs going right through the center of Ventru, taking those shots as we're looking at that map, and they're coming up to the North Leone's farm. Now, Ventru Inc. is already in this farm, and we're only a trio here. We did lose Madian in the fight over on that hill just to the south side of Pagado. So it looks like the Silver Spurs are going to go ahead and make a home here, but they made enough noise that Ventru knows they're there. If you look over here, they're already being scouted by Replic from Ventru, so he knows where they are as well. So we can keep an eye on that. If you're here to keep an eye on a team, you gotta let me know, chat, who you want to check in on. And I'm really excited that we do get the scores today between matches so we can keep up. We're gonna have 5 massively sweaty matches, and wait till you find out the rotation. The rotation is really exciting. So there's our next zone. We're going from water treatment to the North Leone's farm, where the Silver Spurs or Ventru already are. But it does look like we're getting ready for a fight right on over here. Let's see if we can catch this with Team Control. Oh, BMF Yushin. So Yushin down to about 5 HP. They got the silence coming right up in on them. JPK, BMF, big MF. Alright, so here comes. Oh, that nade by Hollow. So now it's just up to Falcon. Falcon, what do you know? Falcon does have the S12, but he is getting pushed up on by all of them from the silences. Oh, they came in hard, but we should be able to get Nightcroy up. Nightcroy was knocked, and that nade was from Amphitor to finish that off. But now, here comes Velocity Extreme up on that hill ridge. Let's check in on where they're going. It looks like they're going across the San Martin Flats, and they do have a couple of teams behind them, so let's scroll on in. It looks like they've separated out, so we're going to stay here for just a minute because most of these teams are in a rotation. They're just getting a little closer to that San Martin area, finding their spots in the zone. The zone is still fairly large, but look at this. Here they come right up and around. You can see Team Ace is off in that distance, so let's go ahead and stay here for a minute. See where Team Ace is? They are just to the south of where Velocity Extreme are coming in. You can see them just barely on this map. Now, I also see another team starting to get a little close. This Team Entity. Hope is coming right up and right behind them as well. So we're going to have to keep an eye on Team Entity coming out of that San Martin area. Let's go. Oh, Team Aces. Look at that. It looks like they were chasing something across there. Let me see if I can figure out. Oh, they are. They're headed over towards Kunjan. I think maybe Kunjan was getting chased over here. Let's keep an eye on what Kunjan does over with all of Team Aces coming right up and in on him. Kunjan is a solo, so he's going to have to hold him off, but it sounds like there might be another fight going off. The JP taking those shots from minus Generalis Hill. Ace is deep right up on that Abbey rooftop, trying to get those angles down. And it looks like the drop is over by the Red Rock, so Might be getting pretty close to center zone-ish, so let's go. We still have Death of Angels down in Leones. We've got over in Chumacera, VIP, Mexico. So finally I finally got them in the right slots. I must have got them a little bit earlier than I should have, when they were still working out the details. Alright, let me put that map back up there, because we do have a minute left of Zone 1, so I think you can see most of the teams. There's nobody north of water treatment, so the north side's pretty quiet. But I'll go ahead and give you an idea what's happening. It does look like we got a team headed out of the play zone into the blue. The Silver Spurs, interesting rotation out and around. Looks like they're wrapping very far east in the blue zone. They went into the blue zone to wrap around La Padita. So interesting play. Not that it's a bad play, it's just interesting. Alright, so I also see Kunjan is still down in there, and I'm not sure they know that he's there. We still have the 3 teams over here. Plus we've got the team at... Whoa! Ooh, Kunjan just got a knock over. Oh, I just missed it. And it looks like Josh was able to finish off Kunjan over here. But we did lose the Sadra to Kunjan down in here. So our zone does pop again. And we are headed up over towards that Hacienda del Patron Farms. Over towards that truck stop minus Generalis. And look at the west to the south. The south to west is not where you want to be. If you want to do a wraparound, come all the way up and around to that northeast side and come on down that way. Might live a little longer over this way. So now, let's check in on upgrade, find out what's happening. It looks like we've got Team Entity driving right on next to upgrade. Upgrade all right over here by the Hacienda del Patron, and I see another team off in the distance. Is that straight out in Nepal? Team Entity upgrade. We got the Silence and Velocity Extreme, and we got 6 over here trying to make sure that he keeps an eye on what's going on. And we got Snaps over here. Ooh! Team Entity getting some shots over onto Snaps. Plus, down in the team across the way, we've got Team Aces still over at the graveyard. So we've got a lot of teams that are starting to work their way into these hills of the radio towers. So let me go ahead and scroll this map in a little better. Looks like Team Entity Velocity. Oh! Right up and in onto this. So now we are down to just a duo for Velocity Extreme against Team Entity Test Flight, trying to get those nades up and over straight on Nepal in a fight with Silver Spurs as well. These nades, we do have several nades. We're down to our last nade, still trying to get them up and over into Team Entity, trying to get over to Phoenix to try to get Phoenix picked back up, but Loston is not making that easy. Loston is making sure that he keeps Velocity off, or Velocity Extreme off. And here comes Havoc. Havoc also coming up and around. You can see Fear off in that background. You can see in the upper right hand corner. And Havoc, right as I speak to him, comes right up in here, causing as much as his name can handle, guys. Alright, let's go ahead and see what else is happening. Let me go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more. We do have a quiet moment on the elimination feed, so let's go ahead and show you what's happening. We have 4 seconds left of stage 3. We're headed into stage 4. And there you go. There is your next zone. We're headed up to the the Hacienda del Patron farmland. So let's go. Let's check, what else is happening. Havoc, let me see your back. Havoc's back is pretty clear. We did have a fight over here between Straight Out and Nepal. And I think most of them are still standing. We did lose Ronaldo, and I'm not exactly sure. I feel like that was with the SM Masters. The SM Masters are only a solo at this point. So maybe it was VIP Mexico, because number 7 does have an elimination. They were right over here. I did see the blinking lights over onto this side, but let's get on over to Death of Angel. Death of Angel over here with Ventru. So we've got a fight going on. You know me. Yes, I do. Big fan, in fact. Alright, so now let's see. Venture Tonka. Ooh, Tonka. He sees that helmet of yours and he's trying to remove it. Alright, let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit so you guys can check in on the map. Havoc again on the elimination feed. Let me put this up there so you can see where your teams. We do have several that are in fights. And Team Ace is in the silence in a fight one more time. Let's see if I can get Team Aces. And I do see Deep over here coming on in. Deep is the last one still standing. So, oh, JP Esports down in the truck, retired. OP, no. So now we are just on a Nemesis over here. Nemesis against all of them, standing from Ventru across the way. He might be able to get retired OP if he hurries and gets him on the back of that buggy. He might be able to get him into that zone and pick back up, because Ventru is coming right up over this ridge line. They're going to throw those mollies and nades right on down. Let's see if Nemesis can get up onto his feet and out of there. He did leave the buggy. So, hello, Texas. Texas in the chat. Hello, Texas. Big fan, Texas. Big fan. Alright, so we do have... Oh, we got a lot of players going out to the blue zone. So, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get far enough to get on out of there. Let's go ahead and scroll on in a little bit. I see Havoc up here. Let's check in on what Upgrade is doing. Claws! Upgrade! Claws! No! DK going on down. They are in a fight over here with Rival 6 and Fox Power. So let's see what's going on. Let's check in on what we got. Havoc right across the way, keeping an eye on everything. So let me scroll on in over onto this side, find out what we can see with the rest of these teams. We still have, you can see down below that we do have this fight that's way up on this ridge line. So let's see what we can see. We got Baby Tang across the way as well. Baby Tang also in a fight. So now let's go ahead and do some side by side. Find out what Baby Tang is doing against that Team 12, the Silent Esports. Silent Esports are coming in very aggressive to this match. And Havoc going out to Fox Power. So now Rival 6, you could see that they are right here in this upper east side, northeast side. We do have Fox Power coming on down. So let me go ahead and put this onto the live screen. And straight out of Nepal, we got XP3 coming in from the blue zone. They're just trying to get into the zone. He's going to end up right on top of Team Canada, straight out of Nepal. They are all right here. Look in your upper right-hand corner. The mini map, you can see that down below. VIP Mexico go in the sight line of XP3. XP3 now up to an elimination is straight out of the ball. Are pushing right up and into the zone. You can see the zone is getting smaller and smaller. We are in stage 6 with only a minute left. Let me see if I can get this map back up there and give you guys an idea of what is happening. There you go. Our top 5 teams now in this. Team Canada, Rival 6, Silent Esports, Fox Power, and straight out of Nepal. They are all right here. Let me go ahead and pop that map screen up there really quickly. And Rival 6 is now in the fight. So let's get on over to Freds. I just saw Freds get a knock. Let's see where he is taking those shots. He's right there looking at XP3, and they need to push into zone. You can see that Freds is outside the zone, so he's working his way in, but you see that 666 is already anchored into the zone. They've got their backs clear. They can come up and in. We do have a fight that's going on. Ooh, XP3. XP3 trying to work his way down just barely, but he does come in right in front. Oh, what a shot from XP3. XP3 does not miss. Let's head back on over to Team Canada. We got Nightcroy across the way. Nightcroy is up to 3 eliminations, and that nade hurt. He is the last one still standing, but I want you to look up in the upper left-hand corner. The Silence, as I said, came in very aggressive, came into Bigado and started to wrap around like a tornado through the mouth. Oh, Cloudy with that molly, but they're up to 13 eliminations. GG. So now we are down to the top 3 teams. Let's try and get some sky view for you guys so you can see what is happening in this tiny little zone. Let me go ahead and switch it on over. You can see Fox Power getting pushed up on by the duo from Canada, Team Canada. Cloudy trying to get the shots down. He does find Chill, but now we are down to a 3v4. But player 2 has been knocked. We've got Rival 6 up on the ridgeline in the dominant position as Team Canada. Baby Tang wrapping around to try to come in through the smokes behind Rival 6. Oh, Baby Tang going down and out. Let's get some Cloudy onto the screen. And we are down to... That was fast and furious. Let me get this off of here. There you guys go. Team Canada coming in first with 7 eliminations. Coming in second, Rival 6 with 5 eliminations. Coming in third, Fox Power with 4 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18. Going all out. Team Canada, Cloudy, 4 eliminations, 582 damage. We'll be jumping with Team Canada when we come right back. We'll be going into match 2 of 5. We'll have live scores. We've got the Wheel of Names tonight, so make sure you get your screenshot of Fur in the chat with the screenshot of liking the stream, and I will be right back. Shout out to Felis, Phoebe, and all the staff over at Felis for sponsoring tonight's giveaway. Be right back. Rest in peace, department. We got Wiz on the offense trying to get the shots as Carnage, Flash God, they are all just trying to push right up in here. Voltex right on over here as well, trying to get the shots in onto X here on the other side of this. We got Carnage. Let's check it out, Carnage. And they're coming right up and around. Carnage. Ooh, Carnage going down with that spray. So now Wiz on the outside, trying to also get that off angle. But we do have one on the outside of the wall. Voltex knows that Z's is right over there as well. And let's see what's going on. Oh, Voltex going on down. So now this push, it is a 2v2. We got Z's on that edge and Wiz just catching the angle of that. And we also have one upstairs. Look at this. Rana trying to get the jump shots up and over. And look at that was a tough push for Z. So now let's see. Rama, what are you doing, Rama? You are the last one still standing, and we do have the rest in peace department right on down. You see that Wiz is coming up. You see the flash god coming in across the way onto the roof of the other side. And look at this. Just gonna go ahead and jump right in across down to about 5 HP. That drop hurting. So now, can you get out? No, that nade by Flash God. They are mad. They are mad. Alright, let's get on over to the fight over by the OP dip and find out what's happening in this area. So, let's go. We're here with JP, but I do see Team Control coming up and out of the polka, trying to get those shots. And let's check it out. Falcon. I did see you off in that distance. He is just watching the rotations. He's not too worried about it. Wants to know where they're going, but look at this. We also have Team 15. Team 15, Fox Power is starting to come right up and in. Look at that. Chill drove right up into the compound. So let's go. Ooh, they are starting to surround Control. So this could be a big fight for Control there on all the different sides. And JPK out and about. Let's see what JPK is doing over here. Let me find JPK. JPK on that off angle was able to get one of them from Team 15 Fox Power as they came up and around right there on that edge. I think he sprayed him out of that buggy. So JPK feeling pretty good about that one. He's got Falcon right there behind him. They're gonna wrap up and around, but they're gonna end up in all of this issue. We got the Black Tigers all the way over here in Rozhok, because we are centering around Rozhok. So we probably gonna be going across the top of the Rozhok, most likely splitting our zone right in half with that river. That's just my guess, guys, but let's see what's gonna happen. Let's get on over to Gotti. Hello, Gotti. What you doing up here? This is a good place as long as you can hold it. Gotta keep those angles covered. Gotta watch your back because you got all the teams that could wrap around right behind you. Does look like the 4 sexy frogs are over here in a fight on Potato. Look at the other teams that are coming right up and in. Ronaldo in the hovercraft trying to come up and over the top. Let's check in on Ronaldo. He hops on out and he's able to find the problem. So now Snow, and it looks like XP3 coming down and around. XP3 also trying to get the shots, the seat swap, and he does see one of them from the 4 sexy frogs headed down to that West Farm compound. So they're cleaning it out, and Lux is taking off, but Lux drove right past Degas. Now Degas over here in the ghillie. So Degas got the ghillie suit, and he is feeling pretty good about all of that. So let's go. We still have Flex coming right up and in. This is Fox Power, guys. This is Fox Power coming right up over here by straight out of Nepal. Ronaldo, XP3, and Wolf wrapping around, coming up from that northern side of a potato, and they're going to come wrapping right up and over the top. Bull on parade. So let's go. Let me go ahead and scroll on in a little bit. We do have a lot of rotations, but not a lot of fights, guys. They are all being strategic. As I've told you, every point matters, so they are playing very strategic on this last day of semifinals. They want to make sure that they make their points count and not give the other teams fight. JP now in a fight. Let's see, where was this? This was all the way over here at the boatyard. JP was able to get one from the top of this of the recall center, and Acti was able to find someone as well. I think he just ran over someone. Simple at the top of the hill. Let's see what's going on with Simple. Did you get knocked? No, Simple is doing just fine. We have Goldie. Oh, Gotti, you went up there. So now Gotti gets knocked out of the guard tower. So look at this, and oh, look at this. We got team number 3, the Silver Spurs, covering for Gotti. Gotti is right up here, and I'm not sure where the rest of his team is. There's only one player left for Rival 6, but Gotti just got coverage by the Silver Spurs that are down here in the school area, and Acti's not happy about that. He's gonna drive up and around. Let's check on Acti, see if he even has throwables. So he's got one stun grenade, or smoke grenade, but straight on the ball has come down into their compound. And we also have Urza Esports. We're over here on the gas station, and it's getting kind of heated over into this area. You can see that Urza straight on the ball, JP Esports, they are all right in here. And look at this, we shifted away from Rozhok, so we're kind of centered around over here back at Potato Hill, and all these players are now moving into Pachinki. So each of these players perfectly well aware of all the angles. They have played it so many times, they got the angles down, but I don't know if they realize that every single player on this map is headed. Oh, Flash got back. Perfection. That was perfection. Let's get on over here to VI. Hello everyone, and welcome back to match number 2. Let me do that housekeeping for us. Get that match number 2 up there in that corner so we can keep up with these teams. Let me show you the scores headed into our next Miramar match. So overall, Team Canada coming in first with that winner chicken dinner, 17 total points, and they are tied with the Silence. The Silence, as I said, they were super aggressive this first match. They also have 17 points. Straight on Nepal at 12. Rival 6 and 11. Look at these scores, guys. Look at them. But this is just match number 2 that we're going into of 10 matches. We have 10 gloriously sweaty matches ahead. Alright, so let's go. Let me see what we're waiting on. And JPK, I see you. So we're missing one from Death of Angel, but everybody else is in their seats. We are ready to roll, guys. We are ready. There it is. Now, match number 2, Miramar. This time we're going to be jumping with Team Canada. Cloudy Jelly with that finisher. Peanut butter jelly time. Oh, yeah. But Cloudy had 4 eliminations, 582 damage. Let me get that iPad up there so we are all set and ready Shout out one more time to Felis for sponsoring tonight's UC giveaway. You need a screenshot of your like, a screenshot of your fur comment. Get them over to the green giveaway channel and post them in there. Get your name on tonight's Wheel of Names. This is the Felis $1,300 Fur and Fortune Finals Day 1. Match 2 of 5 today, 5 more tomorrow. The final matches. Alright, let's get on in there. Oh, I never switched over to Cloudy. Cloudy, I am so sorry. There's only so much my Monday brain can handle, guys. Only so much. Alright, let me get Cloudy. There we go. Cloudy, I'm sorry about that. Alright, so we're coming in from those southern farms of Los Leones, pretty much south of Leones, and we're headed up along the corridor, just parallel with the Leones Monte Nuevo corridor. We're going to the north side of Chumacera, Ladrilla, going over the top of Monte Nuevo as well. So now let me go ahead and scroll on in and find out what's going, because Team Canada is right there, not too far away from straight out of Nepal. They are right on top of each other. Cloudy watching straight out of Nepal. Look at how close they are on this map. They are right on top of each other, straight out of Nepal, going on to the other side of the eastern cliffs of Leones. But Cloudy is watching them. Look at this. They're coming on down, trying to get those vehicles, and straight out of Nepal did move, but you can see up in the upper right hand corner of the mini map, JP Esports is down there, and Ventura also right on over there. So Cloudy's got a lot on his plate. Oh, look at this. You can see that JP right there in the distance. So now our first zone does pop, and it's really far over to that eastern edge. We do have the Impala Islands in play. We're wrapping around the power grid north to Taramunda, and we got a little bit of the northern side of Los Leones in it as well. So now let's get back onto the map. Cloudy making it down here just fine, guys. So now let's see where the fights are going off. Let's head over to Team Control, because Team Control is in a fight with Team Aces. So we're going to stick here with Falcon, Yushan, JPK, and the Big Mofo BMF right over here. So while we keep an eye on that, I'm going to go ahead and check on the rest of the map. You can see down in the lower right-hand corner that a lot of these teams are going to have to rotate in, and most of these teams are down in the southwest side. Now's a good time to put those map screens back up, and there you see it. Most of these teams are down in the southwest quadrant. So I do see that we've got Team Extreme Slayers. They are wrapping up and around the ruins area, so they're going to be able to come into La Cabrera on that north side and pretty much have the north side of the map to themselves. We got Death of Angels right on down. Ooh, we got a fight down in Partona. So let's head on down to Partona, find out what is happening. It looks like Velocity Extreme did get an elimination over onto SM Masters. Now, who did we lose from SM Masters down in this Partona area? Let me check in on Pabzino. Racing across this bridge. It looks like we lost Yusuf. So they're getting across this bridge. I don't see anybody in their drive line, so they should be able to make it just fine. And look at Velocity Extreme. This little pack of wolves there, just making sure that they are running them on out of there. So there we go. So now let's get back into this map and see what else we can see. I do see Rich Esports moving right up and in over here. onto VIP Esports. And you can see that VIP is coming up and around. I see Victex up there. Reyes number 7. No, 7 is roll. He does see Rich Esports and Jazz. Jazz is coming around, but Reyes is in a really good position. Oh, no, he gets found. He gets found from behind. So now Reyes right up on this edge, trying to get those shots. Does manage it with the DP, with that laser sight on the DP. I shouldn't have said sight because you know that the laser sight is a thing, but lasered him right on down with that red dot. Alright, so Kunjan over in the barns. Let's see, we do have all 4 of them still standing, but we do have one knocked right in front of us. That is Jazz, so straight out of Nepal. And Death of Angels also in a fight over here. Let me get some side by side there. Oh, we just lost Wolf. Wolf, if you're out there. Oh, all right. So now let's see what else is happening right on over here. Reyes trying to get into the buggy, getting sprayed down by, I believe that was Kunjan. Kunjan pushing right up and in. You know how aggressive he is over here. Jazz is still not. Oh, McGrill. There goes McGrill as well. So we've got Slay and Kunjan. Slay sees that they're coming or wrapping up and around right behind him. But now Rich Esports is down to just a duo. Phoebe in the chat, guys. Give Phoebe a shout out. And so Rhea's going out there. Right. So let's go. I mean, Jazz going out to Reyes. Yeah, I had dyslexia. Let me just go ahead and switch on over to Reyes. He still has the DP. Oh, Victex is able to get him. So now Kunjan is the last one still standing. Slay is trying to get on over to him, and Victex and Reyes maybe trying to push up and in, and on the other side you can see the Death of Angels is getting pushed up on by straight out of Nepal. We got XP3 on your right side over towards the Impala side of the map. So we've got an east side, we got a west side. Kunjan gets one knocked. Oh, but they all 4 pushed right up and in. Victex did get knocked, but they'll be able to get him picked back up. But they are in the blue. So now let me see what else is happening, guys. I think the main fight that's going on is straight out of Nepal. And our zone pops again. Let me go ahead and put the map screen up there. Show you guys where our zone is headed this time. XP3 finds Do You Know Me? So now you know me down and out. No. So now it's just up to Nemesis. Nemesis versus XP3. Both of them down to less than half health. XP3 has all the hard cover. Nemesis just barely able to get down and out of that spray. Then True now also in a fight. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Straight out of Nepal, wrapping up and around. This is Zig coming right on in. Nemesis, oh, from 3 different directions. Straight out of Nepal. XP3 up to 2 eliminations. There it is. But we still have all sorts of chaos going on over here with Ventru. Tonka is knocked, but we've got Team Canada. Cloudy, our last match top fragger, is knocked. Look up in your upper right hand corner. You can see that we also have Team 11 over here. The Silver Spurs. So they are all right over by this truck stop area. And there goes Cloudy. No, that is our top fragger. The last match. Grappling on that seed swap gets him down to 1 HP as he goes right up and over right next to Nemesis. Nemesis down to about 5 HP. Oh, but he gets found by Carlino. So now let's go and check in on what Tonka can do as they're coming right up and into the face of the Silver Spurs. with JP Esports not too far away, trying to also to get into the third party over into this side. Let me see if I can scroll in the map. I really can't scroll the map in all that much, but I do notice, oh, Team Entity and Team Ace is also in a fight. So let me put this map screen up there so that we can talk about this. As I said, if the Extreme Slayers wrap up and around to that north side, they should be able to come in without any issues. But Rival 6 is now right there. It looks like they're almost waiting for the Extreme Slayers to come in along that corridor. So now, let's go. We might have a big fight between the Extreme Slayers and Rival 6. And let's see, I just saw another knock over here. We still have this fight going on between Team Entity and Team Aces. Let's check in on the killer. The killer's over here taking those shots straight across the Nexus OP. Nexus OP is using that hill glitch, so Killer can see his helmet, but Nexus is like, nope. You can't touch this. Whatever. Alright, so now let's see what else is happening. It does look like Team Entity taking this. Oh! Killer does find him. I spoke too soon. Nexus OP, please don't hate me. I didn't do that on purpose. We do have SM Masters coming up and around. We got Team Aces over here. So we do have Loston coming up and around. Killer is still driving off in that distance. It is moving in. We are creeping in onto all this. Team Canada, player 2, way out in that blue zone on the far eastern edge. Let me see what Nike is doing. Sorry, guys. I was looking at that map. Alright, so now let's see. What else can we see from the top of the Hacienda del Patron? We're over here in the farms of Hacienda. We got Team Aces all tucked in here. Killer with that killer shot. Ooh, I just saw a minion play, but I looked at the last second. I'm not exactly sure who that was, but Team Aces does have SM Master coming up from that south side. We've got Fox Power and JP all right on over at the sideline as well. So Killer keeping an eye straight across onto the SM Master. So now let me go ahead and scroll this in again because we are centering around the Hacienda del Patron and the farm. So there you go. Now you can see what is happening, but let's stay in the action. I do see that we've got Rival 6 coming in, and the Extreme Slayers still wrapped up and around. Oh, JPK. JPK has both of these teams coming right up and alongside of them as well. So let's keep an eye on Control over on your right hand side. This is Team Control, JPK on your right, and Team Aces in a fight with Team Entity. Plus Team 7 Upgrade has just entered the fight as well. So we've got all these big teams over here. Team Entity at the Hacienda del Patron. SM Master across the street from Upgrade. Let me check in on what's going on over here. And Havoc. Havoc, what are you doing? Havoc. No. So let's go. Let's see. Fear trying to get those angles right up and over, but he's got to keep his head down because we also have VIP. VIP Mega. They are pushing right up and in. And Extreme Slayers and Rival 6 getting into that fight. It's the fight that I saw coming two stages ago. So now we are headed into stage number 4, I believe. Stage number 3. Let's go. Let's see what's going on now. We have 1 minute left of stage 3, so let's see what happens next. Let me get up to that north side, find out what's going on with the Extreme Slayers. Whoa, swayos, getting in that fight with the Rival 6, and I'm not sure what that rooftop dance was all about, but we got to see it. So now let me see. We also have, look at this, straight out in a ball, even wrapped around and came up and over here. Velocity Extreme in a fight with the Silver Spurs. Let me scroll on in just a little bit and see what is happening. I feel like Sharpie may have, Sharpie, and there goes the car. The car says, no, it's a little too hot over here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. You're on your own. You got us into this. You can deal with the consequences. So now Phoenix coming right up and over, trying to get into this fight with the with Team 11, the Silver Spurs, and that pop up from behind the rocks, and there they go. The Silver Spurs up to 5 eliminations, taking out Velocity Extreme as we are yo-yoing across to the eastern side of this map now. So I think we can go ahead and put this map screen back up there. You can see that we still have Rival 6 coming in from that very far north side, just to the south of Torremunda. We are still zooming on in, guys. Still zooming on in, but wait till you see what the next 2 maps are gonna be. Don't forget to get your screenshot of the like and fur into the Felis Discord server. Team Entity over here with the Extreme Slayers. Team Entity are down to just a duo. We've lost Wales and a Winter. Rain OP in the chat. Hello, beautiful Rain. Alright, so now let me check in on what Nexus OP is doing. I saw him taking some shots as they are pushing right up into VIP Mexico. And we also have the Extreme Slayers Legend. Looks like they are over here in the hot sea in the Del Padron. Starry! Hello, Starry. Alright, so Legend using that S12. Oh, they came in from all these different angles. That was Team Entity. Nike getting 2 of those eliminations. All 4 of them from Team Entity are still standing. We got Hope across the way. Look at Hope. He gets that drop with the fresh level 3 gear. He's a happy camper. Alright, guys, let's go. Let's go. XP3 in serious issues over here. Look at this. It's the last one still standing as they pushed up and in. Oh, it was Fox Power. Fox Power as XP3 was trying to reload that. So now let me see if I can find Fox Power. No, we'll stay here with Team Entity. Team Entity, Nike right up here on top, trying to get the shots over on down. And Team Entity taking out, I believe that was Fox, Rival 6 Gamma. Gamma was over here, and we got a knock over here onto Falcono. He's back up onto his feet. And Yushen also back up onto his feet. Team Control back in the top 10 of this second Miramar match. Let's go on over and check in on Team Canada. Ooh, rough place to be. He's got us some Masters gatekeeping him from coming on in. Let's see. Yuri's been knocked, so we got Pipesino and Quixies. I'm not sure. So now let's go over to Ventru. Ventru right over here. Coming up right on top of JP. The Silver Spurs not too far away. But we are again outside of the play zone. We got the blue zone pushing us in on this edges zone. Sweet. Now, let me see. I think now's a good time to put that map up there. I got it all nice and centered for you. VIP in that fight with the silence. Where's that going on? Let's get on over here and find out what the silence are doing. The silence are just a duo. They were so hot that first match, but now they are coming into these final zones with 0 eliminations, but there are still 24 other players in this map. We do have VIP coming on in. Vicdex and the boy AMG up to 3 eliminations as they are all trying to push right up and in. Reyes coming right up and around, and the silence taking advantage of all that, and there they go. So now Ventru on top of this, trying to get the shots down onto the silence as they've got the tops of these hills. But look in your mini map up in the upper right hand corner. We've got Upgrade center zone. Upgrade now has to defend from 360 degrees, and you can see in the upper right hand corner that most of these players are coming in from the east to the south. So the southeast quadrant is where these teams are all piled on top of each other. So now let's get on over and find out what Upgrade is doing. Center zone. No other team in zone at the moment. You can see that we've got Entity coming in from the north side. We've got the Silver Spurs coming in from the east. We've got, what is that, Team 13 SM Masters coming in from the west. And then we do have Ventru coming in from that south. And here comes the push by Team Entity coming right up and in onto Upgrade. We got Fear right here on the screen. But Fear cannot go outside of this building too much because there are teams in every direction. Fear is so hot. He's a flaming butterfly. So now Fear trying to stay alive. Baby Chain getting knocked 6 down to about 5 HP. Trying to heal back up. And Fear one more time on fire. And now, Ventru getting zone blessed. The zone goes down to Ventru. We are down to the top 3 teams. And the Silver Spurs. Gothy over here is the top fragger at the moment. And baby dang, let's see. We are down to the top 2 teams. Let me see if I can give you guys some sky view camera of what is happening. You can see that we do have the push that's starting to come down from the Silver Spurs. We've got the 3 from Upgrade down in the Longhouse compound. And oh, I see those nades coming up and around. But if you see, you could tell that we've got the Silver Spurs over here in that zone. So now Upgrade does have to come on out of this. I'm not sure how Upgrade is going to get up these hills and into Medion and M. Right over here is your zone. Baby Tang, how are you going to move your team up and out when you are being overwatched by the other duo of Gothy and Carlino at the top of the hill as well? Baby Tang has the back of the blue zone coming right at him. Gothy over on this hill ridge, throwing those nades down on the Baby Tang. But M coming out into the sight line, goes down to Baby Tang. Baby Tang making it a much cleaner with 3v3 with that shot, but they still have to come up this hill. They still have to go into zone. And here comes the push up the hill into, oh, I think we might get a res onto M over here. So now They're still working to get up this hill. And Carlinos goes down. So once again, evening the three. Oh, Fear goes down. So now Manion trying to push up and in. Manion going down. Emma's the last one still standing. As Upgrade does push up this hill. Baby Tang moving his units up and into the zone. Out of the longhouse, and it is a 1v3. Wow. What an ending. Alright, let me get this off of here for you. Where is that iPad? I'm scrolling too fast. There you go. Upgrade coming in first with 7 eliminations, but let's not take away the 7 eliminations from Gathy's alone. He himself had 7 eliminations out of the 14 for the Silver Spurs. Coming in third, then True with 9 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18. Going all out. Gassy 7 eliminations, 771 damage. So we'll be jumping with the Silver Spurs. When we come right back, we'll have live scores. And we'll be going into Rondo, the leaderboard shuffle match number 3 tonight of the Felis for and Fortune $1,300 tournament. I will be right back. IPN07, and let's see what's going on with him. We got the guy straight across. We got Reyes, VIP Esports. I see Wiz driving off and going on the other side. Yu Shen also in a fight with Team Control. So now, where's Team Control? Are they over here somewhere? I think they are. Let me see if I can find Team Control. Yeah, and there they are, guys. Yes, Team Control up to 5 eliminations. Sorry I missed that Texas video out there where we lost Falcon, but we're going to be able to get Yushen picked back up. But I do see Team 15 not too far away. Fox Tower are not that far away on Potato Hill. Alright, let's go ahead and scroll on out just a little bit. Everybody is in the zone. We're going from Pachinki to school, wrapping around the Potato Hill area. So now, let me go ahead and show you that really quickly so that you can see we still have a minute of stage 3. But let's do the flyby of all the teams that are over here in Pachinki, guys, and see what is happening right here, because we've got a cluster of teams right in here. Team 8, the Silver Spurs, or the Silence VIP Mago. They are right underneath us over here. We did have a couple more teams. Look at this. We got SM Masters up in that northeast edge, but right now we got VIP right on top of the Silence, SM Masters off in the distance, and we had Urza. So all the red and pink teams right over here on this side of Pachinki. So we do have, let's see what's going on in here. Let me see, what are you guys doing down here? Looks like we're gonna go ahead and head on out. And we do have SM Masters coming on in. I don't know why we're bouncing all over the place. We're still coming over to this Pachinki. Let's get him. Oh, Big Tax. So now AMG, the last one, still standing for VIP Esports. And oh, he's got that nade primed and ready, and it's gonna go ahead, bounce it right on out. AMG down to about 5 HP. Oh, the peak by Ampador, no, it always dropping in Pachinki, has these Pachinki angles covered. And we still have all these teams that are right here in the southern point of Pachinki. So let's go. Let's get back into this map and find out where we are headed. We've got JP Power Zada, pretty much center zone. So we're coming out here in the bunkers, and you can see straight across from him, he's got not only the Silver Spurs, but he's got Rest in Peace Department over here. He's got Flex coming up, and here comes Team Control. Yushen, where are you gonna go, Yushen? Because there is every angle counted 4, so they're gonna come right up and in on the Flex. And we still have all these teams over here in Pachinki, straight on the paw, coming up and wrapping around. So let's go back over to Pachinki. The Extreme Slayers have even come into Pachinki. We got Legend right over here, trying to keep them down in that sewer. And now straight out in Nepal, wrapping up and around. You can see that we've got all the straight out in Nepal coming up along the ABC hills, right? Ronaldo in the hovercraft headed straight for the 4 sexy frogs. You can see Lux, and I think Lux is just a solo this match. Let me see. Yes, he is, guys, and he is just trying to stay out of the way of straight out Nepal. And there goes our zone one more time. Let me go ahead and put that map screen back up there. Give you guys an idea of where we're going, because JP is still in the center of zone, pretty close to center zone, a little bit to the eastern or western edge, right up and in. Ooh, Legend, was that you? Who was that? It was 4 sexy frogs. Lux came right up and in. Sorry, guys. I had 4 hours of sleep last night and just not clicking all the way through, I guess. Team Control over here trying to get into the zone. They do still have Flex right behind them, and they're trying to push into the Silver Spurs with let's see, Flex. It looks like BMF trying to make sure that they're coming in. Let's check in on Yushen still trying to get down this hill and into zone as well, because the zone is all the way downhill from where we are. Ooh, we got some good sight lines over here into those bunkers, right down into the ditches by the cannons of the Pachinki fields. Looks like they're getting ready to move in, because they only have about 10 meters, but they are outside the zone. So now they got to take over. They got to figure out where they want to go. And I think JP may be having some issues when they all start moving down and in. We do have the perfect sight line up on that, up on the Lighthouse Ridge, and Monturk is trying to stop all of these coming in. And woo, Yuri, I'm sorry. So now it's just Yusuf pushing right up and in onto the silencing that push. So now let's go. Let's check in on Ronaldo. trying to make a score with his teammate, just trying to boot him over into that goal. So now let's go. Straight out of Nepal, right at the southern edge, but JP still in that perfect spot. So let's get back on over to JP and figure out, can they hold off the teams that are all coming at them? They're placing their cars all strategically. Look at the strategic placement of the hardcover to make sure that these bunkers are protected. They know that they are getting pulled up on from all these different angles. Let me go ahead. We got a fight right on over here as well. Let's see what's happening, as we do have Let me switch this on over. We've got Team Control coming right up and in on 2. Flex and the Silver Spurs. I think it's maybe just Yushen. Yushen right on over here trying to hold off the push. Yushen is able to get one of them down from as the Masters. That was M. M is one of the... Hello everyone and welcome back to match number 3. 3 of 10. We will have 10 total sweaty matches for the Fur and Fortune Felis $1,300 tournament. They are also sponsoring tonight's UC giveaway. All you gotta do is take a screenshot of your of your comment Fur in the YouTube channel. Go over to the Felis Discord server. I have it pinned at the top. Get your screenshot in the green giveaway channel and your name will go on tonight's wheel of names. Now, are you guys ready to see these scores? Coming in first, upgrade with that winner chicken dinner, 24 total points. The Silver Spurs 1 point behind them with 23. Silent are only 4 points behind. That first match super aggressive, the second match aggressive near the end, but we are headed into Rondo. Anything can happen. Let me get that house cleaning pick. There we go. Housekeeping match number 3, and we are headed into this match with the Silver Spur. Got these 7 eliminations, 771 damage. Let's get on over to the Silver Spurs. Got these. There he is, guys, on your screen. And let's go on down and get him on the other one. Let me get that iPad up there. Check. We are good to go, guys. We are good to go. Whoo! What do you guys think? Who's going to be coming out with big numbers out of this first Rondo match tonight? Let me get that map screen up there. We have a solo. No, we've got the chopsticks, making it even crazier right over the top of the temples, guys. The temples are going to be at that intersection. Are we going to have slaughter at the temples? We do have the stadium over on that western flight path. We've got the Neox factory over here on the east, and we are right over the top of the temples where the chopsticks meet. So anything can happen in the moment. Woo! We're jumping with the Silver Spurs. Got these 7 eliminations. These guys are hot tonight. They are ready for it. So now let me go ahead and scroll on in. Find out what's going to happen. I'm worried about these temples because it looks like we've got a massive amount of teams already headed down into the temples. If anyone jumps from this east to southwest flight path, they're gonna have all sorts of chaos. No, dancing is the temples over here. Where are you guys going on over here? What's happening here? Woo! We got some chaos over here as well. This is the temples. All right. I am lost. I am so lost, guys. Our first flight, or our first zone has popped. We're going all the way over to that eastern edge. So now I clicked onto Velocity Extreme. We got Upgrade, Extreme Slayers, Velocity Extreme, and we also have JP Esports. It looks like over here, Fear is unstoppable. 2 eliminations, and let's go over to that Neox factory. The Neox factory is in zone. Let's get XP3 on the side by side, guys, so that we get a little more action going on. And upgrade Havoc. Upgrade Havoc is knocking them. Where are you, Havoc? Creating as much havoc as you can, because that is what your name is, Havoc MVP. Show me MVP, Havoc. Alright, so on the right side, we got XP3 over here in the Neox Factory. Let's scroll in on the Neox Factory. See who's over here with them. We got Rich Esports. We even have Falcon from Team Control over here. Falcon, was that you that just got knocked? Yes, it was. He was up on that rooftop. But Yu Shen coming in clutch over in that recall center. So now, and we are on him. Let's get on over here to Wolf from straight out of Nepal. Wolf does have a team coming right up and in onto him. So the Velocity, right on behind that, but Fear is up to 3 eliminations, and he has got Velocity Extreme right in front of him. All 3 of them on your left side of the screen. Fear coming up and around. Get some shots over onto Sharpie. Sharpie goes down to Fear. Fear goes down to the test flight right behind him. 666 over at the stadium. Right in the center of the stadium. How many times do you see that? Let's get back on over into the temples. JP Esports coming right up and in. Power Zada up to 2 out of the 4 eliminations. Baby Tang going down to Velocity Extreme. But we have the Silver Spurs coming up and into this. Let's get Gothies over here. He was the last match top fragger. So now let's see what else is happening in the Neox Factory. We got Fox Power coming up and into onto South. There he goes. But M also going down. So Madian coming right up and over, trying to get the shots up the hill onto JP. Do you know me? In the fight, so Death of Angels coming up and in behind all of this as well. So Death of Angels in a fight. Woo, we got so many fights that are going on. I cannot keep up with all of them. I am doing the best I can to catch as many of them as I possibly can. Let's go ahead and get the map screen up there. Show you guys where your teams are. There you go, guys. There you go. Give you guys an idea what is happening now. Let me see. Let's head on over to Team Aces. Team Aces is not alone over here in Nanching. They've got Rival 6. The Silence. Look at Rival 6. Freds is up to 2 eliminations. As he is coming up and around, and it looks like Ishmael MVPs. And we got Hollow from the Silence coming into third party this as well. Look at this. He's straight across getting all that damage right up and in onto these players. Entity in a fight with Team Canada. We need to find Team Canada and Entity. Where is Team Entity and Team Canada? I can't even find them fast enough. We have Control coming in from the north side. Nexus OP. I'm trying to find you guys. Where are you? There they are. Team Entity. Loston coming right up and around. Look at this. Trying to get the sightlines over onto Team Canada. Jelly trying to come in. Get his teammates picked back up, and we got Loston spraying across that. Let's get on over here and find out what's happening. Jelly, are you going to be able to get these teammates picked back up? He brings Baby Tang over in the vehicle as Loston. Loston is coming right up and around on top of player 2. Cloudy coming up and around. Cloudy trying to cover for his team. Look at this. Cloudy doing the distraction drive-by, trying to make sure that he can get his teammates picked back up. We got a little bit of lag issue, guys, but we are still in this, and our zone is still moving over towards this eastern edge. You know me. You know me over here in a fight with Team 11, the Silver Spurs. The Silver Spurs, Manny, and right there, you know me! Woo, what a nade right over towards them. Retired OP. Get out of retirement is all I got to say. We got Death of Angel up to 5 eliminations. All right, now Ben True and Team Ace is coming in. Fox Power over here in a fight as well with Team Control. Team Control, let's check in on that. Big Mofo, let's go over here to JPK. JPK, oh, what a nade by JPK. Bounces it off and is able to get that knock over onto Fox Power. Chill right out that window. WJPK, W Control. Still a duo, but needs to get the 2 picked back up if they have not been picked up yet. So now let's get on over to Straight Out in Nepal. Also in a fight over here. All 4 of them from the Straight Out Nepal. Still in this, but we got Team Entity, Team Control. We got several teams right over on this edge, and we are still headed over towards this eastern edge. So we do have several teams outside of this in the blue zone. We don't have that many edge zone wraps though, but look at the Extreme Slayers up in that upper northeast side. We got the Extreme Slayers with upgrade right over here as well with babe. Let's go. I think that was Baby Tang going on by. Upgrade Baby Tang OP. Interesting. We got 2 Baby Tangs in here. We got Baby Tang for upgrade and we got Baby Tang for Team Canada. Which one is the real one? Guys, Baby Tang, the real one, is over in Team Canada. PUBGM trying to come on through. Let's check in on what is happening with SM Masters. PUBGM down to 1 HP. He has got to get this heal off. It is stage 3 and it's going to start hurting really fast. I think I can scroll in this map just a little bit now. Let's go. Let's see. Alright, let me go ahead and put that map back up there because you know towards the end it's almost impossible to get this map up there. There you go. Give you an idea of where we are headed. And we are headed right in through between Team Entity and Upgrade. You got the Extreme Slayers all right over on this edge of the map as we drive straight through the Sakura trees towards the lake. Right or left, right or left, right or left. Not straight, not straight, not straight. Woo! Just wrapping up and around that edge line just like he meant to do it, guys. Just like he meant to do it. Straight out in Nepal across the way. Also taking the shots. But their backs are not going to be clear on this bank. They are down in the valley below. Yeah, though I walked through the valley of the... Ooh, they got the emergency cover flares, the Doritos from the sky coming on down, hitting the cars. The cars are flipping. Alright, so let's go ahead and scroll on in and find out what else is happening. It does look like the Extreme Slayers in another fight. The Extreme Slayers down to just a duo. We've got Winter, and Malito. So Winter's the last one still standing. Winter trying to come up and around. Winter in defense now. But let's see what else is happening. That was Rich Esports with JP coming right on through towards. Let's check in on Upgrade Baby Tang. Where is Team Canada? Here is Baby Tang versus Baby Tang, guys. Baby Tang versus Baby Tang. That's what I wanted to see. What is happening as Baby Tang drives up into Baby Tang. Guys, If you ever wonder why I'm always so confused, I'll give you a hint. Alright, so Team Canada, look at that. Team Canada wrapping down and around. Oh! What a spray out of the car onto Cloudy. Cloudy from Team Canada going down and out. Now, Fear. What are you doing over here, Fear? So Fear up on this ridge trying to get the shots over onto VIP Mako. Number 7 driving straight on through. It is just a duo now for VIP as they were pulling right up and into the lap of Ventru. Ventru right at the top of this. There are the Sakura trees. While we watch this for just a second, I'm going to zoom in our map. And let's go. Let me see. Let me put that up there since we do have a moment. But we got Baby Tang again in a fight with Nightcroy. So let's get on over here and check in on the silence. As the silence coming right up and in. Nightcroy getting knocked, and I think that was Baby Tang or Havoc that got the knocks. You guys are killing me here. Havoc right on top of this hill, trying to get those nades, trying to get those smokes working their way right up and in. Woo, right up and in onto the silence. There goes Appador. But Havoc going down. But who got you, Havoc? It was the, oh, there goes Yushen. Havoc. It's silent. It was Silent Hollow from the other side. Let me see if I can find Team Control also in a fight. JPK taking some shots right across the way onto straight out of Nepal. Now JPK does have to come in across this open field. I hope he has a vehicle. Yes, he does. There's a vehicle. He's got Pipesino also in his sight line. He's got a parking lot over here there. He can take all sorts of vehicles. He can just take his choices. Alright, so our zone's getting ready to pop. We have 10 seconds, guys. We have 10 seconds. We've got Ventru right in that center zone. Let me get that map up there. Ventru. There goes Cloudy. And our zone pops again. We are headed over to Yugu. So let's get on over to player 2 from Team Canada. Oh, I'm sorry, player 2. And so Jelly, no. So the real Baby Tang, please stand up. He is the last one still standing. He is trying to get a view of where all these players are. He's coming in from the southeast side, trying to push up and in, which the southeast side is not nearly as bad as the northeast side. Look at the northeast side. We have Rival 6 coming in onto JP Esports. So let's head on over to Rival 6 and find out what is happening with this fight. Let's get on over to Ishmael. Ishmael wrapping right around. 6 going down. We've got 8 eliminations for Rival 6. And there goes 6 out. 6 had 4 eliminations. Fred leading the charge, trying to wrap down and around, headed right into Ventru. Ventru right in front of Fred's. Fred's don't get sprayed out of this vehicle. Woo! He just made it just in time. And Replic getting pushed right up and in by all of them right on the outside of this. Look at this. Here he comes out and around trying to get those shots, but who found you, Replic? That was so fast. It was Freds. Freds was able to get that knocked. So now let's go. Woo! Nemesis getting all the nades from VIP right in that dip in front of him. Reyes right there. Oh, that nade right up and over, but Reyes is able to find him. Tonka taking those shots all the way over on top of that. Let's go. Not exactly in the center. Let's check in on what number 7. Number 7 is Ventru. Pulls right up and in, and we are all the way in here. Let me show you this. No one is in this new zone. So now, let me go ahead and see if I can get some bird's eye view of what is happening. We got VIP down in the dip. Ventru in this fight right across the way. Upgrade all the way up with that bird's eye view from the top of the world. And we're down to the top 4 teams. We still have the Baby Tang right over here next to retired OP. A lot of these players, big numbers. Look at Upgrade. They all have 4 eliminations each coming into this. So now let's see. Reyes. Ooh, Reyes in a rough spot. Reyes has Death of Angel and Team Canada at his back, and he is right there on that very southern side of zone, and then all of them from Upgrade up on top of that hill. Oh, 6 is coming around, so 6 may be able to see Reyes. Baby Tang wrapping around, going over towards Death of Angel, retired OP. Baby Tang wrapping up and around, is gonna go right into Havoc, and oh, he goes out to that zone. Now let's get up and over. Reyes trying to come on into the zone. He goes out to the zone, and so now we are down to the final 2 team. Make that D, final D. Let me switch on over and get that iPad off that corner so you all can see those scores. Coming in first, Upgrade with 15 eliminations, 10 placements, 25 more points for Upgrade in the ending of match number 3 of 10. We still have 7 more matches to go. Death of Angel coming in second with 9 eliminations, and VIP Esports Mexico coming in third with an elimination. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, going all out. JP Esports Power Zada, 7 eliminations, 1,157 damage. So when we come right back for match number 4 of 5 today, we will be jumping with JP Esports Power Zada. We'll have some live scores, and I'll be right back. They're flaggers, so you should now up to 4 eliminations gonna be able to get some of that loot back that he's lost. And the Silver Spurs still have 1 more. The Silver Spurs now pushing right up and in to straight out of Nepal. Straight out of Nepal, right downhill, and look at this, the Silver Spurs. We do have them holding them off as they're trying to come up and in, and JP running out of those ditches, and we're down to the top 2 teams. So now let me get on over to the sole survivor right here. But here comes straight out of Nepal, wrapping down and around. Ronaldo still, look at this, Ronaldo going straight through the smokes. Power Zada right on over there. And we're over here at the shack. Look at this, Ronaldo trying to come right up and in. Let's do some side by side and try to see who is going to be able to get the nades up and over. Ronaldo with a great nade, bopping the vehicles. And we got Pika down to about half health. As here comes the rest of them up and around, and he was able to hold them off long enough for his teammate to be able His teammate was able to heal back up, but Straight On and Paul are over here laughing because they are in a zone. They know that they gotta come right up and in. Let's check in on XP3 because here they come right up and around the C-swap. Oh, the C-swap does not work. And the run over by Ronaldo, making the goal. This the temples, I think. Yes, they're headed down to the temples. There it goes, guys, right here with the temples. Our zone has not popped yet, but let's see where the zone is gonna go, and we should have the zone any second. Whoa, already getting some knocks. Right on that shotgun. But he's got XP3 right there with him, and so now, XP3 getting taken out, Wolf getting taken out, so now they gotta get those recalls back up and going. Let's get on over to Sam OP. Sam. So they came right up and in onto Team 10, so everyone that we're clicking on just seems to be disappearing. Yushen going on, and I did not see who Yushen went out to, guys. All this chaos that is going off, and I think, look at this, the Neox factory completely empty. They are all over here at the temples, and we do have some Exia right over here with SM Masters. Let's see what's gonna happen. The two different drops right now with the most amount of teams. Let's do some side-by-side hopping and around. Rival 6 on your screen, trying to get some shots over at VIP Mexico. So let's not forget Reyes was #1 at MVP for match #1 tonight. So, he's on fire. He is hot. And Victex up to 3 eliminations. And we also had #7 over here. He was a VIP last night, and he does see Freds on the backside of that wall. Freds is right there with, and it looks like he's pushing right up and in onto the VIP. Let's get back on over here to Reyes and the 4 sexy frogs. Legend with the eagle eyes coming, pushing right up and in. He does see that up at the top, the 4 sexy frogs. Lux able to get the shot from above. Lux looking down up at the top of this. So now we do have this SM Masters right on over here, and Axia are still trying to push right up and in. I do not see Sakura. There's Sakura, so they're over there. And we are pretty central. Let me get off it. Let me check in on what Coco is all the way over here. So now let's get back on over to the Extreme Slayers. Winter going down. Winter was up to 3 eliminations. Let's see if we can get Winter back up and in onto this. And now the fight is going off over here. Let's get into this side by side. Let's see if we can find out what the fight is all about. It does look like Axia is starting to push up and in onto the SM Master. So I'll put that back up there. Was quiet there for a moment. And Malito is able to get another elimination right on over here. And he's trying to finish off. But he's all tucked right up and in. And he's still getting pushed up by Team 14. Team Control coming in. And so let's check it out. Falcon, I'm sorry, Falcon. JPK is the last one still standing. Coming up, JPK is able to get that elimination. And I think Team Control, look at all the crates 4 days. Look at the crates everywhere. That's right, JPK. Show me all the crates. Look at the crates. Alright, guys. Let's see what else is happening. Let's go ahead and get on over here and find out what's happening right on down here. The rest is coming right up and through. The Silver Spurs. Look at Wolfex hopping on out, trying to get those shots up on the Manion. Carnage doing the seat swap right up and over here. Look at this. Flash got driving right up and in. And Manion, a casualty of the UMP, is resting. Police department coming on through, but we still have several teams over here. Carnage, get back in that vehicle and get out of that wide open space. Flash God, what are you doing? Flash God is keeping an eye over onto the rest of his team as we still have the fight going on straight on down here between Axia and the Silver Spurs. We still have Axia pushing right up and in. Let's check in on Lynn as Lynn is moving up and around trying to get those angles. Lynn knows that there's another team coming right up on top of them. Our zone is getting ready to pop. We have 7 seconds. Let's go ahead and put that zone, that map up there. You can see that we got a lot of teams out there in the blue. And our zone is extremely small to the western side of the river from Jadina City. And it looks like we're just trying to get at, we're starting to rotate down and around Lynn, making it all the way over to the teammate, going to be able to get the teammate clutching up the res. All right, let's go. Let's check in on Voltex, because Voltex does seem to be pretty interested in what is happening. Hello everyone and welcome back to match number 4 of 5. We are once again headed into Rondo, the leaderboard shuffle. But look at these scores. Upgrade pulling ahead by 20 points from straight out of Nepal. Upgrade at 49. Straight out of Nepal at 29. Ventru at 27. Team Canada 26. Look at all the 20s that came into match number 4. So, whew. We are with the Felis, the Fur and Fortune $1,300 tournament. Don't forget to get your screenshot of your like and your comment of Fur over into the Felis Discord. Shout out to Felis, Phoebe, and all the staff over there for sponsoring tonight's UC giveaway. And we are started into match number 4, our second rondo of tonight. And we're going to be jumping with JP Pawazada. 7 eliminations, 1,157 damage. Whew. All right, let's get that iPad back up there. We are headed in, boys. Let's go. All in one. Oh, it's interesting. I wonder if we're going to load in at all. There we go. JP, where is the JP? JP, did I pass you up? There you are, Powerzada. And let's go ahead and get him on the screen. Give him some screen time. Love coming in as that last match top fragger. There he is, guys. We are headed into match number 4. Rondo. Let's go. Fur, hello Spidey. Good morning to you. Let's get that map screen up there. There you go, guys. And this time we've got a solo flight path coming in from that south edge, going all the way up the center of the map to that north edge. So we're going over by the temples, by the Neox factory, by the stadium. We've got all the hot drops right under this flight path. So it should heat up quickly once again. Let me go ahead and scroll on in on this map, checking on what's happening along the flight path as you guys watch where your teams are headed. Looks like Ronaldo headed over not too far away, straight on Nepal, and Fox Power kind of close with Rival 6 as well. All four of them from Ventru. All four of them from Ventru, not too far apart over here in Hongshan. So now let's scroll on up to Danqing and see what's happening with the fraggers coming on in. We've got Rival 6 Velocity Team Aces headed to Danqing. We've got the Neox Factory. Yulin is pretty quiet. Looks like we just got Upgrade headed over there, but look at the Neox Factory. So Power Zada coming right on in. And the zone all the way down at the south side. So let's get into this Neox Factory, find out what is happening. Power Zada already. Oh, Falcon from Team Control, and we got another one from Team Control right outside that edge, but that BMF, the big mofo, able to get him knocked, but we still have Felipe. He's trying to keep those shots over onto Team Control. Team Control, a duo versus a duo over here. No, there goes one of them, but we do have BMF in that inside. So can he get... Oh, he's got the... with the sniper. So now... let's go. Power Zada still out of this. Let's head on over and find out what Extreme Slayer's Legend is doing. He's up to 2 eliminations. We have all these teams over here. We got VIP Mexico, Team Canada, Team Entity, Rich Esports, Extreme Slayer, Silver, Spurs, Death of Angel, Fox Power, JP Esports, and Straight Out of Nepal. They are all over in this area. So we got the Neox Factory, we got the test track. If you look up in your upper right hand corner, you can see where all these teams are right on top of each other. They are all fighting. Let's go back on over and find out what JP is doing as they're coming up on top of the ATC tower. Extreme Slayer Winter right across the way. Oh, please have a fight with Straight Out of Nepal. Let's check in on what happening down here with Straight Out of Nepal. XP3 down to about 30% health. We got Wolf right over here on the backside of Fox Power. Here comes the push up into Fox Power right in front. Oh, what a nade. I don't know if Wolf jumped as fast as I do. Ronaldo all the way across the way. Accidentally clicked over there. Let's get back over to Fox Powers there, coming up and around over onto the Neox Factory, trying to get up on top of it, but they're going to be coming right up and in onto VIP Mexico. Oh, what a shot over onto number 7. Let's go. So now it looks like Rich Esports is wrapping around trying to get a third-party vantage from the top of the hills over here. And does he get that? Yes, he does. That is from Rich Esports Slay. I just watched him wrap around and now he's just over here. Fish in a barrel. We got Legend up at the top. Let's go check in on Extreme Slayers as he is trying to get Winter picked back up with Fox Power. Coming up, we got Rich Esports off in that background. You know me, going down to Team Entity. Extreme Slayers has VIP Mexico right down below me. Knows that Rich Esports Slay has that vantage point across the way. So now all these players do have to move out of this area to get down into zone. Velocity down into Danching in a fight with Rival 6. Rival 6 right across the way. You can see Ishmael trying to get those shots straight across from the rooftops. All of these rooftops just absolutely covered. These are the 2 active fights at the moment, but almost all these fights are happening over at the Neox factory. Let's go ahead and scroll on up and try to get some bird's eye view of what is happening over here. So now we got Rich Esports wrapping up and around. We got the Extreme Slayers holding this rooftop down, but we also have VIP Esports. Oh, that push by Big Ducks coming up. We have Reyes over here. Reyes able to use that shotgun to get Extreme Slayer Malito. And we still have at JP Esports Felipe coming right up and in as our zone. We got the blue zone going across. So now let's get over to Death of Angels. Pain going down. Let's go up and over, see what we can see with the Silver Spurs. We got Team Entity Nike coming up and around. Nike getting Gothies, and now they're still, oh, there goes Team Entity. Now let's get that map up there, and we are centering down around Team Canada. So let's get on over to the play zone and get some Team Canada in this. Find out what is happening over here. It is Team Canada one more time versus Upgrade. So one more time, Baby Dang versus Baby Dang. Are we over here? Yes, we are. Baby Dang versus Baby Dang, the real Baby Dang. Please stand up. Alright, let's go. They are center zone, guys. You can see that over here. We still have Velocity and Rival 6 up here. We've got Ben True coming on in. What is happening on this side? So Yushen, let me check in on Team Control. All 4 of them still standing from Team Control coming in. They are coming into the zone. We do have another fight from Team Control up here in a fight with, it looks like the Extreme Slayers wrapping on through. Wales driving straight at JBK, watching them as they drive right on past. Let's check in on Yushan all the way on over onto this side. Falcone is down to about 2 HP, so he's going to be able to get this heal off. This is stage 2, but if he gets much later into this, it could be really, really hard to get that heal off. And Victex in a fight with JP Esports, still over up here in the Neox factory. But look down in the play zone. We got Team Aces coming right up and around over here by VIP Esports. So over by the temples. Alright, let me go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit. I can't really move this in too much because they are still spread all over this map, but I can put the map up there. CLOOP, thank you, CLO, thank you. Hello, CLO. Alright, so there you go. There's your map. You can see that we are still spread out in the blue. A lot of these players. Oh, he's digging. Look at that. The killer making some dents in the ground, trying to get ready for VIP across the way. So let's go ahead and let's see what's gonna happen. It looks like digging takes a little bit longer up here by the Dragon's Teeth, and our zone pops again, and we got a pretty donut zone. We're gonna have a bunch of teams in the edge zone sweep, but we've got a lot of teams coming on in. Let's go on over and find out what's happening over in here. It looks like it's pretty quiet, but we do have Team Aces pulling up and in. Let's see what Team Aces are doing. It looks like they're just going to go ahead and wrap around into this into the zone, but they're coming up and into Team Entity. We got Nexus OP. Nexus OP, I just clicked on you. Where did you go? Where did you go, Nexus OP? Let's try this again. Nexus OP is in a fight with Fox Power. With Team Aces. Team Aces taking those shots at Nexus OP as he's moving right in front of this wide open window. That's how close these windows are. Throwing those smokes to get those sight lines off as we do have Tonka coming up and around. What you doing over here, Tonka? Tonka and the True Inc. team over on this side. Look at this zone. They are all packed in. So let me show you on the map screen. Let me go. They are pushing into this zone. Whoo! The zone is so full of teams, and let's go. Let's check in on what Yushan can see as he is right here on this edges zone. He has Fox Power in front of him and straight out of Nepal. They are both right there in front of him, and now Fox Power drives into Team Entity, getting a knock onto Team Entity. What can you see across this way? Right on the edges zone, gatekeeping all the teams that are trying to come on in. Fox Power up on that ridge line. Ya know me from Death of Angels. Oh, Nemesis going down. Let's check in on Pain. Pain wrapping around the other way, trying to get some more information. Retired OP, get your butt back in this game, and our zone's getting ready to pop again. So now we're gonna go even one more time, a donut zone. Let's head on over to this cluster. We've got upgrade Baby Tang one more time on the screen, because I guess my clicker likes to click on him. But we got Rich Esports coming right up and in on top of them. So Jazz is the last one still standing over here. Jazz trying to get on out of that upgrade right in front of him. He is the last one still standing for Rich Esports. And so now what is happening right on over here with SM Masters? Pipe Zeno, the last one still standing against Rival 6. And Rival 6, look at this there. It's right now on the elimination feed. The elimination feed just now catching up. That is how active this is going. So now let's scroll up just a little bit. I think you guys can see that down in the right hand corner. Oh, woo, Power Zada taking out Power Zada. I don't understand that on the elimination feed, but we'll figure it out at some other day and time. This is just too much chaos at the moment. Let's head on over and find out what Ishmael is doing with his 4 eliminations. Trying to hold off the silence. The silence trying to get up and in onto this Hollow. Hollow making sure that he is spraying it down. Let's see what is Hollow's sightline over here. Nice sightline right across onto Ishmael. Ishmael not making it easy. He's not gonna be a sitting duck for a Hollow. And so now let's see. We are at the northeast edge of zone. But let's find out what is happening as all of this chaos. Gamma, what is going on with you? You got upgrade. You got Gamma popping right up and in. He's got Baby Tang versus Baby Tang over here. One more time. These two cannot seem to stay apart from each other. Baby Tang from upgrade. Baby Tang from Team Canada. This is the real Baby Tang. Gamma still trying to get those shots over onto Jelly. Cloudy coming right up and in. Cloudy throwing the smokes, trying to get on over there. I see Empador across the way, also knocked as our zone is closing in one more time. Let me get that screen up there for you. Our elimination feed a little bit quiet. straight out in the Paul. Zig going out to that blue zone. So now let's see what else is here. We hear all sorts of chaos over on that western side. We got Melgor from Ventru, and I do see JP down to about 1 HP. He is the last one still standing over here for JP Esports, and I'm not sure he has any first aid, so he's trying to get over to this loot crate. Let's get up and over onto the Extreme Slayer. Find out what's happening as Ventru comes pushing right up and in. Melito is ready for the push. Got those angles covered. And Ventru not pushing. Winter losing all his HP is able to stay standing from that full health bar, that full boost bar, and he is still coming up and around, down to 2 HP again, just barely staying out of the Ventru fight. Let's check in on what is happening. Melgar just holding this down as Tonka. I can see Tonka on fire. He is hot and on fire. So now let's go ahead and scroll on in, and we have Upgrade in a fight with Team Aces as they're coming right up and in. Let's get on over to Upgrade in the Silver. What a shot down onto Gaffy's. The last match top fragger gets found by Upgrade. Fear up to 4 eliminations, but he's out in the blue. He does have to push into that zone. He's got this top of the ridge line right on down and in on that. I can see Nexus OP across the way, also on a ridge line, also trying to make sure that he is in that zone, just on that south side of the zone. The emergency cover flares coming in from the top. So let's check in on Loston. Loston is up to 2 eliminations, and we got Ventru in that compound right in front of them, and they all have to come into this zone. Let me see if I can get some sky view of what is happening as they are trying to push in. We can see all these emergency cover flares coming on down and in. Let me get over onto someone else. There you guys go. And let's see, we've got Team Entity. Their backs are clear, but they do have the Silver Spurs pushing right up against them. We still have 6 teams in this. We've got Ventru coming in right on top of Team Entity, straight out of Nepal to the north side. The Silence are pushing up behind Wolf OP from straight out of Nepal. Let's see what's going on with Wolf from straight out of Nepal, as they've got the Silence coming right up and around on top of them. We've got the Silver Spurs in that center zone area, so the Silver Spurs are now in the center of the 4 teams remaining. We still have the Silence going out, so now it is 3 remaining teams. We've got Team Entity, the Silent Spurs, and straight out of Nepal. So let's see what else is happening. They are still coming up and around. We still have Wolf trying to come up and in. We got XP3 with that sideline view. And Wolf is able to find the Silent Spur, but look at Carlino. Carlino down to 1 HP, and XP3 is able to find him. So now it is all 4 of them from Team Entity coming right up and into the duo from straight out of Nepal. So now it is a 2v4 for this end zone of Randall. Oh! Wolf going right into that nade. That nade came right up and in. So now it's just up to XP3 against all 4 of them from Team Entity. Team Entity coming in first. Let me get that up there so you guys can see your scores. Let's see, 11 eliminations, 10 placements. That is 21 total points popping off in the second rondo of tonight. Team Entity coming in first, straight out of Nepal, coming in second with 12 eliminations. Coming in third, the Silver Spurs with 9 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18. Going all out. Team Entity, Nexus OP. 5 eliminations, 610 damage. So for tonight's final match, match 5 of 10, we'll be jumping with Team Entity, Nexus OP. We'll be back with some live scores. We'll be back with the final match of tonight. Don't forget to get your screenshot of Fur into the comment section. Get your screenshot of your like and comment over to the Felis Discord server. I will be right back. We will have the wheel of names after tonight's final match. Shout out to Felis for sponsoring the giveaway. Be right back. Happening straight across the way. The elimination feed is very quiet, so we'll just go ahead and stay here for a minute as these teams are rotating into this new zone. There's a lot of shots that are going off, but I don't see anybody getting knocked. We do have to get on out. Just as I said that, at SM Masters does get knocked, so Axia is starting to take over from the Silver Spurs. So Axia should be up to about 3 eliminations. They're up to 1. Rest in peace. We're picking them off from behind that. So now we got another fight going off for, let's see, Extreme Slayers way over here, also in a fight. Winter getting taken down. Let's see what Malito is doing as the Silencer now coming right up and in on top of all of this as well. You can hear that they're just getting sprayed down by hello you. So let's see, hello coming right on back. Hello doing just fine. The Silencer up to 2 eliminations, all 4 of them still standing. And they are wrapping around this northern edge. Where is the rest of the Peace Department? They were also in a fight over onto this side. Let's see what's happening with them. It looks like they're doing just fine. Waiting for Axia to come on out of that blue zone. So they're waiting for all that. And they may end up into trouble because here comes the Urza Esports. Urza Esports is now getting ready to push right up and in onto the Rest in Peace Department. We're Silver Masters. Oh, they see them. Vortex is insane. They're looking right at the Flash God. Flash God right down below them. So Flash God is going to end up in this collision course. Flash God, did you see them? Let's check in on what Flash God is doing. He's got to know that he's got whiz straight across, and they are all watching. So now, let's see what's happening with, look at this, they're driving right up and in, but Voltex in that off angle was able to watch this whole push, and here they come right up and over the top of this hill, right past Flash God. That was Vortex insane. Look at this, they're still driving right around, trying to get the shots over on the, that was Flash God going down and the car squished. Now Vortex does go down, Sane goes down, Zeus might be the last one still standing right on over here, might be able to get his teammate picked back up. Lofsy is coming up. Lofsy is up to 3 eliminations. He's in a fight now with Voltex across the way. JPK and the Extreme Slayers there in a fight Let's see what's going on with Team Control and the Extreme Slayers. I'll do some side by side and show you guys what's happening over in that side as well. So we've got the fights going on two different sides. All these teams are trying to crush in to this new zone. So let's see what else is happening. We do have the 4 sexy frogs not too far away from straight out of Nepal. They are all coming right up and in. Let's check in on what is happening with straight out of Nepal. Wolf OP, the last match top fragger. Let's give him some screen time love. Find out what is happening. He's listening to the fight right on down below with the SM Masters. SM Masters with the Rest in Peace Department, Axia, all those teams that we were just watching not too long ago. And so now we do have a fight with Urza. Urza coming in from that southern side. So where is Urza now? They're coming up and around that western edge. So Urza right over here with the 4 sexy frogs. Let's check in on what Lofsy is doing now. Lofsy on the other side of the hill from straight out of Nepal. If you look up into your upper right hand corner of your mini map, you can see that they are all pushing right into this western edge. Straight out of Nepal coming in. The 4 sexy frogs coming in. We got Team 21 Flex Power coming right up and over. Lofsy right up. Lofsy is the last one still standing. Zeus is going out to the zone. Lofsy needs to move on in. Hello, Cold. Welcome to the stream. And now here comes Yushen. Yushen coming up and through, trying to get some of these third parties. He does. Look at this. He's got all these knocked players right here in front of him. Yushen just trying to figure out where they all are, because he also has Flex coming in right behind him. Flex crawling up, trying to point him out for Broken. And look at Yushen. Yushen is right there in front of Broken. Oh, Yushen. Oh. Woo, Yushen almost stopping right between Flex and Fox Power. Fox Power right at the top. And now Broken is the center of attention for Flex. So now let's get you over this way. AMG for VIP Esports Mexico. They're coming in from the outside, the blue zone. Let's check over here and fell right on past him. Yusuf trying to stay out of the spray oh, they're coming in from all different angles. You can see that we've got VIP right in front of them, but we also have Team Control coming up behind him. Victex going down. We got the Doritos from the sky, the emergency cover sticks getting thrown. Let's check in on Falcon. Is Falcon also trying to get those angles, but the rest of his team also getting pushed up on over here in the southwest side. JPK going down is all of them from Fox Power. Fox Power coming up right behind him. Look at this, the rest of his team looking down in there. Now they're going to try to wrap up and through as Fox Power takes on over this compound. Team 15. This is Team 15. You sound tired. You okay? I'm exhausted. Alright, so now let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit and find out what is happening right on over here with SM Masters and Dewey. So Duty trying to stay down and out of the way, but he has lost the zone. The zone has moved all the way over to Danxing. But look at this, we got Biscuit. Oh, Picus right on this side, trying to come right up and in. We still have JP Esports. We got the Silence over here. We've got Fox Power, Flex Esports there. Oh, I I think Flex just went up to the 4 sexy frogs. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, the 4 sexy frogs just went out to Fox Power. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to match number 5 of 10. We are headed into Erangel for tonight's final match. We have 5 more matches tomorrow for the Felis Fur and Fortune $1,300 tournament. Here are your scores. Upgrade in first place at 59, straight out of Nepal, shooting up to second place at 47. So 12 points out of first. The Silver Spurs at 39, then True 37. So there are your scores going into match number 5 of 10. And this time we are going to be headed in with Team Entity Nexus OP 5 elimination, 610 damage. Let's go into Erangel. The greatest matches tonight. I love the rotations. The rotations are so hot tonight. All right, let me get Nexus OP on the screen for us. And interesting. I think maybe we might have an issue, guys. I'm not exactly sure. I will try to find out for us what happened. Let me do some housekeeping and get match number 5 up there. Done. All right, and it does look like we have an issue, or I will find out, and let's see what happened. I'm not sure. Let me find out. They're writing room remake. Oh, got a room remake, guys. So we will be back. It should give you guys plenty of time to get your screenshots of your like and fur into the chat. Get it over to the Felis Discord server so we can get your name on tonight's Wheel of Name. We will be getting back into tonight's final match very quickly, and I will be right back. Let me put those back up there one more time for you, and we'll go ahead and click on that. And I'm guessing we're not going to have a lot of time to get everybody in their slots, so I will be right back. So now, Fox Power outside that zone. And we still have the Rest in Peace department coming up onto this backside, trying to get the shots right up and in onto JP. JP on this very western edge of Danching. So now let's go. Let's see. We still have VIP coming up and around. The rest of these teams are all right on in here. So let's find out what Gao Tope and Gao Patin. Let's see some side by side. I have no idea. I'm just gonna call them Gap. Alright, so let's see. They're gonna push on up and over towards this area where we do have Sakura. Sakura, one of the top fraggers of the matches last week, or Wednesday. So now we do have the silence coming up and over. Let's check in on Hello, throwing the nades up and over, trying to hold up the push by Fox Power. Fox Power on the backside of these ridges right in front of them. And let's see what else is happening. Let's check in on Apators. Apators also trying to push up along this edge. So he does have, he's got all these teams right on over here. The silence on both of my screens. Let's try to get somebody else in. Let's check it out. Vitex is the top fragger of the final 6 teams right over here. There's 17 players. He is up to 5 eliminations out of the 13. The 13 total points for VIP Esports Mexico. Then we still have JP trying to come right up and in. We got a couple of them knocked over here. But Madurk, he is the top fragger of JP at the moment. Still trying to push into the zone. Just on that edge of zone. Let's try to... Oh, I hear some of these. Some of the emergency cover flares coming on down. Let's see if we can get a sky view of what is happening. We have Team 15's Fox Power coming up into the silence. You can see the emergency flares coming on down, and then we've got all the teams right up over here in Danching. So we do have Sakura, the last one I see for Axia, and then we've got a full team for JP. We've got Rest in Peace Carnage as a solo as well. So we've got a few solos, we've got a few teams that have full 4-man teams, and now Vitex does have to push all of them from VIP coming. Look at that! Oh, AMG gets taken down, but I think Vitex may be able to pick him up. Oct is also knocked over here. All of them starting to get knocked, not only from the zone but from each other. So now we do have 4 teams remaining, and most of these teams have several players now. So it looks like we've got a 4v3v, 4v3. Let's go. So let's see. Oh, okay. Do get a rest. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of catching a cold too, so the last couple of days been a little rough. Alright, so now let's see what else is happening, guys. Right now they're using up some utility. You can see that we've got the smoke plumes coming up. We got quite the dip right there, the water dip, but look at this. JP Esports getting some fresh gear coming on down as Fox Power is pushing right up and in front of the silence. The silence are coming right up and in onto the VIP Esports. Some more urgent emergency flares coming right on down on top of everyone. So now JP is pushing right up and in. JP still in a very good position with all 4 men still standing. Fox Power down to just a solo, and we've got the fight going in right across the way on with Vitex up to 6 eliminations, coming right up and around, up to 8 eliminations as the silence pushes right up and in. So now checking out Vitex. Hello everyone, and welcome back to tonight's final match. We should be headed in at any second. I'll go ahead and put those scores back up there for everyone to see. Sorry about the slight delay. I guess there were some slot hoppers that came in and tried to mess things up, so they remade the room. And let me see. They're saying they're gonna start now, so let's go. Let's go with Nexus OP from Team Entity. 5 eliminations, 610 damage into tonight's final match. This is match 5 of 10 for the Felis $1,300 Fur and Fortune tournament. This is day 1, the final match of day 1. So now let's see if we're going to be able to get into the room this time. There we go. Loading in kind of slow. So let me find Nexus OP. There is your last match top fragger on the screen. On the map, we have match 5. We got the iPad up. We are ready. Are you guys ready to get into tonight's final? Hello, XP3. him there, right there in front of us. Alright, here we go. Here's your map. And we're coming in from Lipovka and going down to the southwest. What a chaotic final flight path for tonight. We're going over to the south of prison shelter. We're going over the top of Milta Farm, that east bridge, the north compound. We're going all the way. We're skimming across that northwest side of military base and dumping off into the water. So we got car spawns, we got all sorts of chaos. So let's see where everybody goes. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom on in and start keeping an eye on where our teams are going. We have Death of Angel getting called out in the YouTube chat. I'm not sure if I caught that for that last match, but they wanted to get in. They wanted to center in on Nemesis. We know that Nemesis is a fragger. And Nemesis, if I missed a great thing, I am so sorry. Alright, so we got Team Control in Lipovka, but Team Entity is jumping with Team Canada and Ventru. Both of these big names. Look at this. Look at the cluster right here. So we'll stay with him, see what happens with Team Entity as they come in. It does look like they kind of lost they still have the hole in our first zone. Our first zone centers around the flight path. We rarely ever see that at all. So Team Entity headed over towards the Gatka fields just to the south of Pachinki. And we already have a fight over here in Pachinki. So we do have Emperador. Emperador was knocked by Upgrade. I saw Upgrade over here in a fight. Let's see. It looks like 666 right on top of Emperador. We do have Hollow right across the way as well. And JP JP, so I'm not exactly sure what's happening in this. We do have a bit of lag going on as well, so I'm not sure what's happening. Oh! What a nade! We saw it bounce right on top of our head from 666. So now the gas is coming up and around. We're gonna keep an eye on this fight. And let's see what else we can see. Are there any other fights? We've got 3 teams over here by the school, Rozhok, Volcano area, and Hollow out. Emperador is still bleeding out. We still have Degas and Nicroy. They are still over here in this. So now I can hear the footsteps right on the outside of Degas's house as Upgrade are all pushing right up and in. I see Havoc down to about 20 HP and Emperador still getting sat on, being used as bait by 6. So now the guys throwing some smokes up and over, and Emperador about ready to bleed on out of all this. And now here they come up and around. There goes Emperador. We still have Nicroy. Where's Nicroy? Nicroy down in the trenches. Nexus OP getting the headshot from Malgar. So now where is this taking place? Let's get Nexus OP Entity Hope keeping an eye out and across that way. So we got that going on down below. Degas does have the JS9 and the DBS on his back. Looks like he's gonna try to get on over, try to get some angles. Look at this play as they are all right out and around. He tries to get the shot. He gets that DBS over on the Upgrade field. Oh, he does get taken down and out. So now it's just up to Nicroy. Nicroy coming up and around. He knows that there's at least one knock. Are you going to take this fight, Nicroy? What you going to do? and Entity taken off. We lost Nexus OP. Nexus is OP if you were out there. I'm sorry, big fan, big fan. Alright, so now we do have Death of Angel up in that northeast corner, all along that northeast shoreline over by Kameshki, not too far away from Rival 6. I feel like Rival 6 may be trying to get some fight with Death of Angel. We have SM Masters over here in Yasnaya, and you can see that we still have this fight from Nightcroy up on top of the roofs. He's got all of Upgrade right underneath him, and I think Upgrade is down to a 3-man. I think, let's see, Nightcroy did get one of the eliminations. Got the elimination over onto the baby tang. The other baby tang. Oh, right across the way from Nightcroy. Nightcroy. Oh, ho, ho. What a nade coming in from Havoc. And they slammed the door into Havoc's face. Alright, so now we got another fight over here with JP. Let me see if I can click on one of them in there. There we go. And we got a fight over here between Team Control. Let's see what Team Control is doing. JPK down, Falcon down. Let's see what the big mofo, he's coming right up and in. He could see JP up on that ridge line. And Yushen, where are you, Yushen? Let me see. I don't want to leave him. He's got that mini out and around. So let's see. Yushen is not even on his mini map. Yushen is way to the north of this, up in those hills. So let's go. I think Yushen might. This is SM Masters that are wrapping up and around behind him. So Baby Tang from Team Canada in a fight with the Silver Spurs. There goes Cloudy taking out Gothies. We saw Gothies in that fight. BMF trying to get those nades out and ready. Let's see what's going on with the rest of the map and what is happening right on over here. Oh, we are down to the Silver Spurs, Maddie, and here comes Team 5 coming right up and in. Team Canada. Team Canada coming out in. Oh, I clicked off of that. Let's see what's happening with player 2. The Silver Spurs going out to Team Canada. We should be able to get Baby Tang picked back up, but we've got a fight with the Extreme Slayers up on this ridgeline. And Wales with that top view right on down, trying to get the third party. But we have a Team Aces coming right up and in onto this as well. Legend right across the way, trying to get the shots down onto Aces deep. And look at Malito coming up and around, trying to get the shots over onto Josh OP, as Josh OP is trying to get the res over onto deep. And this, look at the center zone. We got all these teams over here. We got Team Control, Rich Esports, JP, Straight Out in the Paw, Fox Power, and Velocity Extreme all around this Milta edge. But look at the western side, Potato Hill, where we are on the main screen right now. Ventrue, Extreme Slayers, Team Entity coming in onto this. We got Team Canada over here. We have Upgrade over in Pachinki, and VIP Mexico also coming in. So we got all these teams, and all these teams are clustered right in the center of the map. So the teams coming down, Rival 6 coming down from Kameshki, are going to be able to take over the whole entire north side, from Mansion to Shelter, Prison, all those areas completely empty, because we are right here in center zone of this map. Let me go ahead and put the map right up there. That's right. Hello, kind. Make sure you hurry up and get it over there before they close out tonight's channel, and we will be doing the Wheel of Names right after this match while we wait for the scores. And don't forget to come back tomorrow because there will be another UC giveaway. So let's go ahead and get back into the action, guys. Let's see what else is happening. And we are still wrapping around. Rival 6, like I said, they're coming in from that north side, and they're not going to find anybody until they get all the way down towards the logging camps. So let's head on over and find out what VIP are doing over at the Shark Fin. They do have Ventru off in the distance, and JP in a fight with Team Entity on that rotation. Now all of our teams are in zone except for Upgrade that are still over towards the GP area. I'm going to go ahead and there you go. I can go ahead and put that map screen up there, show you guys that whole central area, the center zone area, just absolutely jam-packed full of teams. Let's head over to Rival 6 and find out what's happening with Rival 6. Coming right up and in onto JP Esports. Here they come. We got 6 on the screen. We got Fred's coming in, taking those shots with 6. Also taking those shots. Let me get him back over here. Gamma, what is going on with you? Gamma up to an elimination as they are coming out around. Felipe going down to Gamma. Gamma up to 2 eliminations. 6 going down. Fred's going down. Gamma has to come in clutch, get his team picked back up as Team Entity are coming in on this push. Gamma down to about 10 HP trying to get out of that. And now Team Entity pushing up and into the squad house, and here they all come and taking those shots. Gamma with that shot over into Loston. He's able to get the elimination over onto Loston, and Hope still coming up. Nike right there on the backside. Gamma, the Headless Horseman, going out to Nike. But now, here comes Rich Esports on another third party. This is the center of attention, because here comes Team Canada as well. They are all coming up. Nike, the last one, still standing for Team Entity. And look at Team Canada. The Sharks are just circling around this third party. And we have Team Control off in the distance. You can see that as well. And so now we got Nike trying to make sure all his angles are clear as they are in his house. They're downstairs. And they're right on down. Which team is it? Rich Esports downstairs from Nike. Nike keeps moving. He throws that molly to keep him off the stairs. But the angles are getting covered. You can see that we've got Team Control trying to get into this third party as well. Whew. Alright, so Nike's still holding them off, and we are going down to the southern side of Milta Power Peninsula, I think. But we do have Upgrade wrapping around to that north side. Upgrade is going to come right on in. Oh, that nade. The nade flushed him out, and Rich Esport was able to come on in. But Yu Shen from Team Control still has all these sightlines from right above him. And now let's go. I think that we're going to have most of these teams in here. We still have 11 teams. We do have VIP all the way over on that east bridge. So now, let's go. Let's see what else we see. A lot of these teams are moving down and in. And we've got the logging camp, mostly center zone over here. So, let's go. Upgrade, not too far from Extremes. Oh, Aces. Team Aces in a fight with Upgrade. I almost missed that fight over here. Havoc over here on that prison side your teammates. What's happening with you over here? So we got Fear and Havoc coming in from the north side, trying to keep an eye on any of the teams coming in, but there are no more teams coming in from that north side. They are headed over towards the Extreme Slayers, but they have Team Aces just on top of this hill on that ridge line. You can see up in the upper right hand corner, Team Aces holding that ridge line down, having down below them across the street from the Extreme Slayers. There they go. Alright, I thought they were gonna sit right there. It was like, no, you are so exposed. Alright, so we also have Team 17 right across the Extreme Slayers, letting them know that they are there. Now going over towards that Milford Power Peninsula. We got straight out of Nepal down along that South Shore area. They're gonna have to come into the south side, and the south side is still where everything is. We got Team Canada over here in a fight. Let's see if I can find out what's happening with Jelly. I can't get. Ooh, VIP taking out Team Canada down in that compound just to the south of where we're checking in on Havoc. On the screen, we have Ventru that needs to come in off that Milford Power, straight out of Nepal, wrapping up and around there. Going to be coming in from that east side, which is much less occupied, but they're going to end up on Death of Angels. So Death of Angels has straight on Nepal, not too far from them. The Extreme Slayers are about ready to get hit by Ventru on that push. Let's get on over to the Extreme Slayers. Legend Ventru coming up and along there. Look at that! Woo! We switched over just in time to get that shot that came in from and here comes Team Control also getting into this north side. The north side now starting to fill out just a little bit. We have a moment while these guys are taking each other's helmets and vests off. There you go. That gives you a good idea. All these teams, the final 10 teams are in the zone. No more teams outside of this zone. So now, let's get into this legend down to about 10 HP as we've got Team 3, Ventru, right across the way. But Ventru has Team 20, the straight out of Nepal, Ronaldo's getting knocked. And we got XP3 throwing the smokes, and there it goes. Our zone pops again. We've got straight on the ball right over here on this eastern side, just to the south of where the Extreme Slayers were. The Extreme Slayers have to come on in. We lost Ronaldo. Wolf has gone down in an XP3 trying to get Wolf picked back up. Upgrade in center zone. So let me go ahead and put that map screen up there. Look at this. So we do have these teams coming in from the sides. We got Aces, Team Aces coming in right over here by Rich Esports. Team Aces up at the logging camp, gonna be coming down on top of Rich Esports, right on down below them. So now here they go on the rotation, but they are still outside the zone over here. And straight on Nepal, right across the street from Upgrade. Havoc trying to get those shots up onto Team Aces, up coming down from the logging camp. Look at the cheeky peek right through the crack of the door. So now, let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more and see what we can see as far as these teams coming in. They're still wrapping around. They're making their wraps. Let me go ahead and show you one more time. The screen, there you go. We are in stage 5, and there goes another donut zone centering around Upgrade. Straight out of Nepal, just down onto Death of Angel. Let me check in on Nemesis since I missed Nemesis earlier. Retired OP. Ooh, no. Nemesis on fire down here as Fox Power are pushing right up and into their compound. They are on the south edge of zone, and our zone's getting ready to pop again. And the zone still right here on top of Havoc from Upgrade and straight out of Nepal. So Death of Angel still on the south side. Let's see what we can see from the sky view. From the sky view. And here comes the push by Rich Esports down onto Death of Angel Nemesis with that nade going down, trying to push him off the stairs right down to the top 4 teams. Death of Angels getting taken out by that Rich Esports push. And now we've got Fear Upgrade and straight on Nepal, Rich Esports, and we still have Team Aces up on that hill line, the ridge line, but they have to come down. They have to come right in on top of Rich Esports and Upgrade. And across the street, straight on Nepal, XP3 should be able to get Wolf pick back up. And here comes the clouds. We got the smoke plumes pushing right up. Ooh, Zig almost getting sprayed down on that. And Team Aces pushing down not too far away from Rich Esports right on over here. Let's get Rich Esports on the screen. There you go. So we do have Team Aces still pushing down. Killer going down by Havoc. Havoc keeping an eye over under that. Now Havoc and Fear do have to push on in. Aces keep pushing right up and in onto Upgrade. Upgrade is right there, and he's trying to get the shots over. Oh, the jump out by Fear, and Fear is able to get that. So now Upgrade's still a duo, but now Rich Esports trying to push up and in onto Sidra. Here comes the push right up and over onto Sidra. We still have the 3 teams. We still have Upgrade, Rich Esports, and straight out of Nepal. They are all right here. Upgrade using the smokes. Straight out of Nepal also using the smokes. But straight out of Nepal has to go across the street. Rich Esports in the prime position behind all of the smokes, in all the dips. Upgrade has to push into him. Straight out of Nepal has to push into him. And here comes all the smoke plumes from straight out of Nepal trying to get in and across. Jazz from Rich Esports in a terrific sightline. The team pushing up and in. Slay on top of Upgrade. And we've got straight on the ball down to Zig, straight on the ball over in that. Oh, there they go. And so there goes straight on the ball and the push across the street. Upgrade down to just a solo now as they're coming up and around. And there you have it. There you have it. Tonight's final match. Let me get that iPad off of your screen so you can see these scores. Rich Esports coming in first with 13 total eliminations, 10 placement points, 23 total points for this one final Erangel match of tonight. We have 5 more matches for tomorrow, and we do have the scores coming up after the Wheel of Names tonight. Upgrade coming in second with 7 eliminations straight out of Nepal, coming in third with 10 eliminations. Woo! GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18. Going all out. Rich Esports Jazz, 5 eliminations, 850 4 damage. So I will be right back with the wheel of names in tonight's final unofficial live scores. These teams do have time to put in any disputes, but I will be right back. We still have more to come. Let's go. It is down to the final 2 teams. So we do have Victex up to 8 eliminations. And then we got Monster over on the other team up to 4 eliminations. Let's go ahead and put them on the side by side as they are all pushing up the 2 fraggers about. Oh, Acty with that nade. So let's check in on number 7. Number 7, here comes the push as they're coming right up and around, and now we are down to just a duo. So let's check in on Acty, since Acty was the one that was able to take that shot right up and around. And look at that, right up. Oh, that nade on the Power Zada. So, but does not knock him. Power Zada still about half health, but they're still pushing up and in. JP up to 11 eliminations, and we're down to just a duo over here. 4 VIP solo down to just Reyes. Reyes is the last one still standing, and there it is. Let's go. Let's take this match and find VIP Victex. There he is, guys. Last match, top fragger and VIP Victex. There we go. Welcome back, everyone, to the Wheel of Names. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and supporting these teams, these players, the Felis Discord server, and me. We all truly appreciate you. Good luck to everyone who got their names over into the Discord server. And here you go. Tonight's UC winner, Spidey, the luckiest person on this planet. Make sure you get over to the Discord server, get your user ID, put a ticket in, and say you won tonight's UC giveaway. Now, is everybody ready to see these scores? Coming in first after match 5, we have 5 more matches. Upgrade with 72 total points. Straight on Nepal at 62. Silver Spurs 39. Ventru 38. There are your scores going into the final 5 matches tomorrow. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for the final 5 matches. Day 2 of the Felis Fur and Fortune $1,300 tournament. We'll also have a UC giveaway sponsored by Felis Discord and a lot of sweaty action. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming out. Stay safe. Have a great rest of your night. I will see you tomorrow night. Good night, everyone.